Now, I had a kind of a follow-up question for you, Patrick. You were mentioning that you really like that femoral R line. Oh, hey, pups.
Special guest.
Special guest here.
What do you think?
Hey there, what do you
Trick?
think?
Here. I agree.
Hello, this is Jacob Vivolo, 5 Minute Sono. I have two amazingly special guests. Got Patrick Ockerse and I have Jon Vivolo. Both work in this gorgeous place that I've stumbled upon, Salt Lake City, Utah. What trail is this?
Desolation Trail to the Salt Lake Overlook.
Gotcha. It's top
Top secret.
Right,
Top secret.
Yeah. So we all like doing ultrasound stuff, and I've been kind of struggling with something lately, and that is what to do when you have a coding patient that doesn't have IV access. Like, nurses are working on it, they can't get it. What do you do? I mean, I feel like most of the time, residents just like want to put in a central line. I want to put in a central line because they're fun, but I'm not convinced that's like the right thing to do all the time. What do you think?
Yeah, so I would say that coding patients, central line's great. What I really love is a femoral art line, actually, and the same skill set for central line and art line are used. And I will say that actually often we miss the art line and we get the femoral central line, and then we just cannulate that and use it.
Right, or vice versa, right? And vice versa too.
Absolutely. So I'll go femoral pretty quick to try to get access on these patients. And then also if I get an art line, that's extra, that's bonus, that's awesome. So I love that.
Gotcha. What about you, John?
Well, being pretty fresh out of training, I typically go for the easiest. So I'll try for a fem line, either art or venous, but at the same time having nursing or EMTs, whoever else can help with IO, just to have kind of a backup on hand there.
Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of agree with both of y'all. I'm lucky. I think we're all lucky in the sense that we work in an academic center. And then when there's a code, we're not the only physicians in the room. We're not the only people that can actually place these lines in the room. So I kind of do what you do, which is I'll have the resident or myself will try to get a central line, but almost invariably the IO will go in faster. And if you really need to push drugs, you really should be doing whatever is faster. IO is simple. And they've actually done studies, I'll link to them in the show notes, that they are significantly faster than central lines. And they're about the third of the price too. So it's not like a price thing. Sure. There's some disadvantages, like IOs, they gotta be taken out within 24 hours usually and stuff. But in a coding situation, I think IOs are the way to go. So Patrick, I wanna circle back to something that you said, and you were mentioning about like a femoral art line. Why is that something that you're doing in all your codes?
Yeah, so I guess we do a lot of stuff with our codes. We have a lot of protocols, and so we try to drop a TE probe on all of our codes to try to get early visualization of the heart and so forth. Yeah. But I would actually say that over a TE, I think an art line is more valuable. Your pulse checks can drop to almost no time. You can actually test the adequacy of your compressions by looking at the diastolic pressure and so forth. So, and then we're also trying to do some ED ECMO, and so we try to cannulate both the femoral artery and femoral vein for most coding patients. So that being said, the art line is really hard because the longer that they've been getting CPR, the more everything is kind of clamped down. Right. And so the earlier you can access it, the better, which is why I try to go as quickly as possible to femoral access. But I totally agree. IO is quick and easy. Definitely go with that too. Yeah.
So we don't do ECMO, and we're trying to get our TE program started. But the way that I love using the femoral art line is if, we're not good at pulse checks, right? So sometimes you can't get a good echo view or whatever. And if you have like a femoral line, someone says they don't feel a pulse, but the diastolic is like 50, right? That is perfusing. That's a perfusing diastolic pressure, and you can stop compressions even if people don't feel a pulse. That's kind of my thought on it. So I think it's a good point. I don't think you always have to use ultrasound. And that's kind of like the whole point of me kind of bringing this up, is that we love ultrasound, but you got to be a doctor. Ultrasound is a part of you being a doctor, and sometimes the IO is better for any patient and for coding patients as well. So hopefully this is helpful for you guys. Feel free to tweet us or email us if you have any questions or comments, and we'll talk to you soon.